What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm super excited because we're gonna be doing a full face testing all of e.l.f.'s new makeup. e.l.f. has been dropping a bunch of new, very exciting, very intriguing products recently. So I just put in a big order on their website, ordered everything so that we could test it all together in today's video and see what's worth your money and what's not. Without further ado, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button to be notified of all my future uploads, and let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, first product we have is a new skincare product from e.l.f. This is their Bright Icon Vitamin C plus E Ferulic Serum. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. And this is supposed to be a dupe for the SkinCeuticals Vitamin C Serum, which I have actually used. And I do really like. The issue with the Vitamin C Serum from SkinCeuticals is that it's $182. It is insanely expensive. And e.l.f. brought us out this serum at $16, which is crazy. This is 15% vitamin C, 1% vitamin E, and 0.5% ferulic acid. Now we are gonna try this together. One thing I will say though with skincare, especially like a vitamin C type product, it's certainly a product that you're gonna have to use over time to see any sort of difference. So I'm not gonna be able to tell you guys like right now, oh, you know what's interesting? It has the exact same smell as the SkinCeuticals one. It's not a pleasant smell, but I feel like that's kind of a good thing because it's like, I know the SkinCeutical one, I know it works, and it is really expensive, and it does have that exact smell. It kind of smells like a little bit burnt almost. It's not a great smell, but you know what? It's a product that works to brighten the skin, helps even the skin tone, soothe it, like it helps with discoloration. And this has a very similar feeling to the SkinCeuticals one. Kind of sticky to the touch and that exact same scent. So again, wanted to use it because it is new. I will continue to use this and let you know my thoughts on it, but it's not a product that right now I can tell you this is gonna do the same thing as the $182 serum it's supposed to be a dupe for. However, it did give my skin a little bit of a glow. This is good to be used in the morning too because it is gonna leave a slightly tacky base. You wanna let it sit down just for a minute or so before you go in with makeup. So definitely an interesting product, again, because of that huge price difference. And I feel like if you blindfolded me and gave me this one in the SkinCeuticals, I wouldn't be able to tell a difference as far as the way that they feel or smell going on the skin. We'll have to see with the results, obviously. All right, let's jump into some of the makeup. Up first, we have a new product from e.l.f., although I believe this is a relaunch. I think they had this product in the past as part of a collection and now they brought it back. But this is their e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. Honestly, if I've tried this in the past, I don't remember it. So obviously I've tried a lot of makeup over the years, so I don't always remember every single thing. Oh, it actually looks like the Power Grip primer that they have. Oh, smells literally just like mint chocolate chip ice cream. Oh, I love that. Okay, I think this might have been part of their cookies and cream collection like years ago. If you guys remember that collection from e.l.f., I feel like I'm remembering it now. Honestly, I really like this primer. It smells really good. If you like mint chocolate chip ice cream, you're gonna love the scent. Gives like a little bit of a cooling sensation to the skin and definitely has that tacky, sticky finish. So that's like enhancing the sticky finish that we got from the vitamin C serum, which again will hopefully help to make our complexion products stick to the skin well. Honestly, it reminds me a lot of their Hydra Grip, Power Grip, whatever it's called, primer. Feels very similar, just kind of has that added mint chocolate chip ice cream scent. Alrighty, now the moment that everyone is waiting for, probably why you clicked on this video, this is the brand new e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. When I saw they were coming out with this, I was so excited. I am such a big fan of the original Halo Glow from e.l.f. and they just dropped a skin tint that has SPF 50 in it, which is absolutely incredible. And it does use zinc oxide, so it is a mineral sunscreen. To get that SPF 50, it comes in 18 different shades. I ordered shade Light Cool from their website. Now, I'm gonna shake this up. A couple things I wanna talk to you guys about this. I did actually already try this. I tried this on my TikTok and my Instagram reels. I posted it as soon as I got it. It's much easier for me to get up small reviews very quickly on those platforms, where YouTube filming a long form video like this does take a little bit longer. So if you wanna see things absolutely immediately, be sure to follow me on those platforms. However, I will always keep y'all updated over here too. And it's nice because I've gotten to try this for a couple of days now, so I can give a little bit more of a thorough review. Like I said, 18 different shades. I ordered Light Cool from the website. This is too light for me. Thankfully, when I ordered it, I got this for free. This is like a little sample pack sort of thing that came with samples of different shades. So I'm gonna mix in a little bit, I think, of medium warm to make this a little bit darker and kind of mix them together so that the product matches a little bit better. So I'm gonna have that on hand, but I'm gonna go in with this on its own first to show you guys how it looks on its own. So I'm gonna go in with about that much. It does recommend to blend this out either with your finger or a sponge. Specifically does not say brush. I did blend it out with a brush the other day. It blended out fine, but however, I do think a sponge works a little bit better with this product, so that's what I'm gonna use today. Definitely gives a good coverage to the skin. I have a lot of redness and it kind of instantly even out my skin tone and certainly gives a glow. One thing that I really love is, again, because it is a mineral sunscreen, not a chemical sunscreen, I can put this right on my eye area. It does not cause any stinging to my eyes. A lot of sunscreens can really irritate my eyes. This one does not. Mostly it's like chemical sunscreens that cause my eyes to get like red and irritated. So this one's totally fine for that. It also does not smell like sunscreen whatsoever at all. So you guys can see it on this side of my face, kind of blends it out, versus this side where I don't have it. Definitely helps to even out the skin tone, amps up a glow, which is really beautiful and honestly looks really nice. Like I said, I'm gonna mix in a little bit of this medium warm just so we can match it to my neck a little bit better. This one is a little bit too light. Yeah, that shade looks like it's gonna mix well. But definitely a really nice product. I've been liking it a lot. It does wear well too throughout the day, which I do really like. Now for the negatives. One thing right off the bat, this is $18. And because I bought this on their website, because I wanted to get it ASAP, so I wanted to get it before it was available in store. So their website was the only place to get it. I had to pay $18 plus shipping. So like all in all, this thing cost me like $25, which like at that point, we're basically at a high-end price point. It's not a cheap product. Like the days of e.l.f. dropping products that are $1 or $2. Like I'm old enough to remember when most of e.l.f. was like literally $1 makeup. I think a lot of people remember back when they used to have those prices, and it can kind of get shell shocked when they see $18, you know, for a skin tint, because that is expensive. However, I think this works like high-end skin tint, if not better. I don't think that there is an SPF skin tint that I like more than this. This is probably my favorite one that I have ever tried. I've been wearing it and really, really enjoying it on my skin. So to me, it's worth the price. However, I totally understand when they see a price like that and they're like, you know, e.l.f. is supposed to be affordable. Like they recently came out with the Soft Glam foundation that I do like from them. That's $8. So this is a whole $10 more than that foundation. Totally understand why people would get upset with that. However, I do really think it's a good product. And because it is formulated with SPF, specifically a mineral SPF, which is typically more expensive than chemical SPFs, that's likely why the price is more expensive. But I get it. I wish it was $8 too, or you know, something cheaper. But after wearing it for a couple days, it's certainly a product that I will repurchase. I'm gonna get myself the actual correct shade so that I can wear it more often, because I really think it looks nice on the skin. I got a couple people ask me the difference between this and Halo Glow, like the original two, and also their Whoa Glow, which is like a glowy sunscreen that they came out with. I love the Whoa Glow glowy sunscreen, but that does not really offer a coverage. It's really just gonna offer a glow to the skin and a very, very little tint. This is very good coverage. Like I think they market this as light coverage. I wouldn't consider this light coverage at all. I would say this is medium coverage, if not honestly like borderline full, depending on how much you use, because it really does perfect the skin and give a very, very good coverage. So I would certainly say it's a heavier coverage product. However, it does feel light on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin, doesn't smell like sunscreen or anything like that. And then as far as how it differs from the original Halo Glow, that does give coverage. However, it is much less. That one's a little bit more glowier, very similar to the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury, like a true almost liquid highlighter product that you can use as an all-over complexion product. This one is closer to a foundation than the Halo Glow is. I would say this is more foundation-y, but just a very, very glowy foundation with that SPF. I actually think it's kind of interesting that they marketed it as a skin tint and not a foundation, because it gives more foundation to me. A product that I would say is similar to this, the It Cosmetics Glowy CC Cream. That one is similar to this. That one also has SPF, gives a good coverage, is super glowy, and is at a more expensive price point, a much more expensive price point. So, but this is truly one of the best ones I've ever tried. I love it and have been wearing it actually every day since I got it, because I've been wanting to test it, but also because I think it looks really nice on the skin. But really, really nice. I'm not even gonna use any concealer or anything with this. I feel like the coverage that this gave me was good on its own. Okay, next product, I'm very excited about this one. I have not tried yet. This is their Sheer For It Blush Tint. This came in a couple different shades. I ordered Left on Red. You are supposed to be able to use this. This is a buildable stain for lips and cheeks. So this is a dupe for the Benefit Benetint. Which honestly, I'm trying to think, I don't know that I've actually ever tried Benefit's Benetint, although that is such an iconic product. So I am excited to try this. That's one other thing I did want to mention too with the Halo Glow Skin Tint. This is one of the first products in a while that I feel like e.l.f. has brought out that is not a dupe of another product. So I do actually kind of like that. Like this is just like their own product that they made. It's not necessarily supposed to be replicated as a cheaper alternative to a high-end product. So I kind of like that route. Like I would love for them to do more, because clearly they have very good formulas, or the ability to create, you know, really good formulas. So anywho, let's try the cheek and lip tint. So I'm gonna get a little bit of this on my cheeks. Comes with a little doe foot applicator. I'm just gonna do like 3 little dots, and then I'm gonna blend this out with a brush. Okay, so it's definitely light. we're gonna need to go in with more. I'm gonna swap out my brush. I feel like the other brush I was using was a little bit too prickly. I want a softer brush. Yes, okay, this is perfect. Okay, so definitely a lighter sort of coverage product. When I went in with a lot though that second time, definitely getting color payoff. I will say though, I'm looking at this like super up close. I feel like it's eating through the SPF skin tint ever so slightly. It's not super bad, but it is a little bit eating through the skin tint, which I don't love, unfortunately, because like if I want to use this product, whether it be with the skin tint or like a foundation or whatever, I want it to just sit nicely on top. I mean, of course, if you're the type of person where you don't wear foundation because you are just blessed with the most beautiful skin ever, then this will be a great product for you. But I need my blushes to not like eat through the product underneath, you know, because I always am typically wearing a foundation. I feel like on this side it didn't do it as much. It's slight, however, I wish it didn't do it at all, you know? I wish it just kind of sat nicely on top, but I feel like because it is so liquidy, it just kind of eats through the product underneath. So just something to note, kind of wish that didn't do that, but it is what it is. You can also use it on your lips though. So let's apply to the lips. Yeah, so when I'm like applying it on my lips, definitely very liquidy product. So I feel like that's why it just kind of eats through the foundation. However, it feels really nice on the lips. Like I will absolutely continue to use this on my lips. Oh, I went totally out of my lip border there. Got most of it off before it's stained because this is a stain. So it's supposed to leave long lasting color. I'm gonna let it fully dry on the lips. It does not feel drying though at all on the lips, which is nice. A lot of stains can feel quite drying on the lips, which is why I've always kind of like steered clear of them. This one does not feel that way, but let's let it fully dry down first. While I'm letting that dry, I'm looking at this like super up close with my mirror. Now I'm starting to think, I'm like, is it eating through the products? Let me zoom you guys all the way in, like to as zoomed in as my camera goes. It's not terribly like eating through the skin tint. I feel like it's a little bit more prominent on this side. That's where I first thought I saw it. Where on this side, I feel like it did kind of just lay on top of the skin tint. So I don't know if it was how I was applying it with that first brush that was a little more prickly. I'll definitely give this another try. Let me know if any of you have tried this and what your experience was, but I want you guys to see it like as up close as possible, so you can hopefully see what I'm seeing. It's certainly not bad. For the lips, it has completely dried down now. Literally feels like I have nothing on my lips. So I do like that. Nothing on the hand either. So gonna give you that color, but it's not gonna come off, which I really like. And I'm gonna top it with a little bit of their Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balm. This is also new from them. I've been loving these. What shade is this one? Strawberry Shortcake. They all smell so good, but this scent, I just absolutely love. I'm gonna add this as a topper to give me some gloss. But the tint is really nice because like, obviously it doesn't budge or transfer. So it's gonna stay on, you know, throughout the night, or if you're going like the pool, the beach, something like that, where you need something that's gonna last. I do really like that. So I'm gonna give it another try on the cheeks. On the lips, I would give it like a solid 9 out of 10. On the cheeks, I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. I gotta see, because I still think it looks promising. But let me know your thoughts. I might as well leave you guys zoomed all the way in, because next we're gonna go in with a mascara so we can really see what it does. I have not seen really anybody post about this, but this was on their website. I was able to order it. It's their Incredi-Curl Mascara. So it's supposed to be a curling and volumizing mascara. This is new from them. So I got it in the shade black. Let's curl these lashes on up and let's see how this does. A little curved wand, and let's just go in. It definitely seeming like a more moussey sort of formula, not super wet, which is the type of mascaras that I like. Oh, this looks really, really nice. I feel like this is like fanning out my lashes really nicely, but not making them look clumpy at all. Definitely a drier formula, so it might take you like 2 or 3 coats to like fully coat the lashes with the product, but it's not like clumping up so that it's too much. I like this. If you like a super like volumizing mascara, may not be the one for you. I also feel like it's really helping to make my lashes stay curled. Like obviously I curled them, but then a lot of times some mascaras will just make them fall almost immediately. This one is kind of not doing that. So I do like that. I think it looks nice on my lashes. Also, I feel like I forgot to give you guys price points. Mascara was $8, so classic e.l.f. pricing, what we love to see. Cheek tint, $5, so also great price point. It was really just the skin tint that came in at that like higher than normal for e.l.f. price point. But like, again, I can't emphasize enough how much I really do like the product. So I think it's well worth the 18 bucks, especially because I feel like it performs like products that I have paid like $45, $50 for. But to each their own on that. I'm gonna pop a little bit of this mascara on my lower lashes too while we're here. I feel like this is a cute little natural summery look to be today. And I actually really like it. So let me know what you guys think. Are you gonna try any of these products? What are your thoughts? Let me know down below in the comments. I will link everything right down below if you guys want to check anything out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.